There are many theories regarding the possible existence of extraterrestrial beings within the scope of our universe. But until now, even the scale of our own universe was not yet determined, and a life on other planet was not yet discovered. No one has discovered how far is the edge of our universe. As of now, everything was still a theory. Just imagine how the billions of stars in space was just equal to the grains of sand on the whole Earth, and our own planet was just one of those grains. It is too selfish to think that we are alone in this huge universe where the possibility of life on other planets is actually possible. One of the possibilities is that we aren't the ones who discovered alien existence, but they are the ones who discovered us. And they are not yet revealing themselves to us until the point where we evolve to intelligent beings for us to understand their knowledge. So, are we alone in this universe? Are there any planet that could support life? Did aliens reach Earth already? This video will try to explain to you everything with some evidences from different sources that we gathered. But first, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to become more notified of the latest videos that we will post. When spaceflight was achieved by humanity, it opened up a lot of curiosity within people's mind, and many knowledges was yet to be discovered. One of that is the possible life on other planets. People have always talked about aliens and space exploration, but are there any evidences that prove these claims? One of the first places to start the search for alien life is our neighboring planet Mars. Scientists believe that Mars is a potential candidate for nurturing life. They claim that Mars might be a past Earth-like planet before its magnetic field was gone. When the polar caps of the planet was discovered to have ice and the water could be underneath the Martian soil, they concluded that life might be also existing on these areas of the planet. But the Martians we expect might be different than what we think. It is possible that what they might discover on Mars is just bacteria or other microscopic living beings. Another mission that could possibly discover life on other planets was the Kepler Space Telescope mission. Its primary objective was to discover new exoplanets, which could be a possible candidate for a life to exist. Kepler was launched in 2009 and has discovered over 2,700 exoplanets, with 16% capable of nurturing life. These exoplanets are Earth-like planets discovered within the habitable zone of a star. One of the most Earth-like candidates found by the Kepler telescope is the Kepler 452b. Its parent star is very similar to our Sun, and the planet orbits in the habitable zone. At 1.6 times the size of Earth, Kepler 452b has a better than even chance of being rocky. Its discoverers have said Kepler 452b resides 1,400 light-years from Earth. One of the most unexplained phenomena ever happened was the wow signal from outer space. On August 15, 1977, a radio telescope located at Ohio State University detected something strange. The telescope was scanning the stars searching for possible signals from alien civilizations as part of the SETI project. The telescope recorded an incredibly strong signal appearing to come from somewhere in the direction of Sagittarius. The signal only lasted about a minute and was never detected again. However, astronomer Antonio Paris has been studying the wow signal for a long time. In 2016, he released a paper along with fellow astronomer Evan Davis that the signal could have been caused by a comet orbiting in the inner solar system. Specifically, in 2016 paper identified two comets 266P and P/2008Y2 that were both in the area where the wow signal was detected. Both of these comets have large hydrogen clouds surrounding them that could produce the kind of signal detected in 1977. Paris spent about 4 months in the late 2016 and early 2017 with a telescope pointed at comet 266P and a strong signal of the same type as the wow signal. But a spokesperson from OSU Radio Observatory, where the wow signal was detected, has reached out to express his skepticism of this discovery. Specifically, the spokesperson noted that both comet 266P and P/2008 were too far away to have caused the signal. and that there's no prior evidence suggesting that comets can create the type of signal spotted in 1977. In particular, the wow signal only lasted for a little over a minute, which would be unusual for a comet. Now let's move on to some conspiracies regarding alien existence. There are many claims about extraterrestrial encounters, but none of them has been proven so far. Perhaps some of them might just be covered by a secret government agency that controls the knowledge of alien existence here on Earth. National Aeronautics and Space Administration is one of the agencies being the center of suspicion regarding alien cover-ups. The fact that NASA conceals information from the public has led many to believe that they are aware of the fact that aliens exist. One of the most talked about cases of the NASA cover-ups comes from Dr. Edgar Mitchell. He was part of the Apollo 14 space mission in 1971. During a 2 lunar mission, he spent 33 hours on the moon. Dr. Mitchell said that he was aware of several UFO visits during his career, but each one of them had been covered up. He said that workers at the space agency had described aliens as little people who look strange to us. Dr. Mitchell stated that their technology is far more sophisticated than ours. He also said that he believed Roswell alien crash of 1947 was real, and the reason it was covered up was because the US did not want the Soviet to know of the technology they've got on their hands on. Apparently, officials from NASA have commented on Dr. Mitchell's statement saying, NASA does not track UFOs and is not involved in any sort of cover-up of an alien life on this planet or anywhere in the universe. Dr. Mitchell is a great American, but we do not share his opinion on this issue. But Edgar continued to claim that aliens and alien craft are real, and is positive that we're being watched right now. Another thing people more recently have pointed out is the International Space Station's HD live feed. It's often cut when objects are seen in space. Now, the NASA cover-ups is way too far from what happened to the Pentagon. They admitted that there was actually an unidentified flying object detected by an aircraft, and they confirmed that the leaked viral video was a real UFO. Photos and videos of a triangle-shaped objects blinking and moving through the clouds were taken by Navy personnel. Pentagon spokeswoman Sue Go said in a statement to CNN. She also confirmed that photos of 3 unidentified flying objects, one spear-shaped, another acorn-shaped, and one characterized as a metallic blimp, were also taken by Navy personnel. Even though these unidentified flying objects was confirmed by the Pentagon, it is still not an assurance that these objects actually came from space. It could be possible that these flying objects are man-made with the purpose of spying on certain areas where it was seen. In one hieroglyph, it shows what appeared to be an image of a helicopter, submarine, boat, and a jet airplane thousands of years before it was even invented. This finding has caused much controversy among Egyptologists and archaeologists who are not sure what to think. How could people 2 to 3,000 years ago possibly have known about modern-day aircraft? Some people believe the ancients had communications with aliens from another planet, while others believe aliens from planet Nibiru are responsible. Ancient Egyptians usually spoke of beings who descended from above the sky, how the sky would open and the bright lights come down in order to teach them about technology, as well as to show them wisdom. There are many people who also believe that it is clear proof that aliens once visited the ancient Egyptians, arriving with their advanced technology and leaving behind interesting stories for our ancestors to pass on. An incident occurred less than 3 months after the United States entered World War II, as a result of the Japanese Imperial Navy's attack on Pearl Harbor. It was on the day after the bombardment of Elwood on 23rd February. It started with air raid sirens sounding through Los Angeles on the night of 24th to 25th of February 1942. A total blackout was ordered and thousands of air raid wardens went to their positions. At 3:16 a.m., the 37th Coast Artillery Brigade began firing .50 caliber machine guns and 12.8-pound anti-aircraft shells into the air at the aircraft. Eventually, over 1,400 shells were fired. The artillery fire continued sporadically until 4:15 a.m. The all clear was sounded and the blackout order lifted at 7:21 a.m. Several buildings and vehicles were damaged by shell fragments, and 5 civilians died as an indirect result of anti-aircraft fire of heart attacks attributed to the stress of the hour-long action. The incident was front-page news along with the US Pacific Coast and earned some mass media coverage throughout the nation. Initially, the target of the army was thought to be an attacking force from Japan, but speaking at the press conference shortly afterward, Secretary of the Navy Frank Knox called the incident a false alarm. Some modern-day ufologists have suggested that the targets were extraterrestrial spacecraft. When documenting the incident in 1983, the U.S. Office of Air Force History attributed the event to a case of war nerves, likely triggered by a lost weather balloon and exacerbated by stray flares and shell bursts from adjoining batteries. Although this leads us to a conclusion that aliens exist, but until some kind of evidence is made public, the theories and accusations remain only speculations. Do you know any other stories like this? Please comment your suggestions and opinions regarding this video, and please share this with your friends that will surely like this topic. Thanks for watching, and see you again for the next video.